Give me a few seconds and I'm going to reveal something very funny to you. This guy right here, he actually shows up a lot in the teaser trailer. For instance, peep out this same arm. This is the same arm from the poster you just seen a few seconds ago, and he's grabbing a Hobbit hand. And if you notice, right here in this picture right here, this is that same character who's also helping a Hobbit, this Hobbit. And I want to reveal this person to you, and this is going to make you very angry that this is happening. This character here is your boy right here, the Grey Wizard himself, Gandalf. It burns in the inside, doesn't it? What up, YouTube? It's your boy Fatal J, back like I left something, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, I'm glad you're here. And I just want to point out some of the things that might have been missed in the Rings of Power, Lord of the Rings trailer, whatever you want to call it at this point. When you check out the ratio of this bad boy, the ratio looks so bad. The ratio tells you everything that you need to know about this show. And I really think that is the reason why YouTube took away the dislikes, because they didn't want the fans to really have a voice on things that they dislike, because YouTube makes money with these companies. When they bring the trailers to YouTube, promotion, do ads, all that stuff. So they don't really want that dislike button, but it's ways to see the dislike button. And the dislike button, oh my gosh, everybody's been going crazy hitting that dislike button. But I want to speak on some things that you might have missed. But before we get into that, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell, because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes me feel oh so good and oh so swell. Let's get into it. Some of the things that you might have missed in the trailer. Let's talk about Galadriel. Now, I've talked about young Galadriel in the past, how they're messing up the lore, how she never did lead armies and all of that stuff. But everybody was getting a kick out of her in this scene right here where she's climbing a mountain and full body armor on, climbing the mountain with a single elven knife. Climbing a mountain, on top of that with full body armor on, climbing a mountain, looking like you scared for your life, but you are climbing a mountain with a single knife. And this is the thing, when you try to do that heroic, bad-ass lady type of thing, like with Rey from Star Wars, you're going to mess up when you try to make them too much of a superwoman. One thing that is a big error anyway, Lady Galadriel she's powerful. Don't get me wrong, very powerful, but very a feminine lady. Never did warlike, was never warlike. She was just a feminine lady. She was the sage. She had wisdom. You know, everybody respected her. Very a royalty, authoritative type of person, and this just looks bad. It's very laughable. And this is another scene that I want to talk about. This young lady or young boy or whatever it is right here, a freaking hobbit. Now this might have went past a lot of people, but this is a hobbit that you're looking at right here. And it looks like this hobbit is going to pop up a lot in the series. Now this hobbit right here, I don't even understand why hobbits is even talked about in this in this series, because the hobbits didn't even pop up until really the beginning of the Third Age. J.R.R. Tolkien broke it down where they all came from, the subspecies and where they all came from. He broke it down to a science. Why the freak do we have hobbits in here? Because they're trying to make money off of you and think you're dumb. Now, this is the nuclear thing that's about to go down. This is the dropper I'm about to drop on y'all when it comes to this hobbit right here. This Hobbit, I truly believe, is tied to a legendary Middle-earth character that should never have been in this TV show. But I believe that this character is in this TV show. It's your boy Gandalf. Gandalf is in fact in this show. When you look at this poster right here with this apple, I seriously thought that was LOTR, aka Sauron. Because you know Sauron in the Second Age, he disguised himself as an elf. And he fellowships with the Numenorians and bring them down. And the thing about it is he blends in, he looks like an elf. This character right here has a long beard, has that old man look, has them old robes on, gray robes with a gray beard. This is nobody but Gandalf himself. This is Gandalf himself. And I can prove it to you guys. Look at this picture right here where you see all this fire and all this stuff coming down. And you see this guy reaching out towards a hobbit. That is a hobbit indeed. I think it's that same girl hobbit that we seen. And he's helping her. Look at the description. This is not going to be your boy Ian from the old movies. No, this is not going to be Magneto from the Marvel movies. This is going to be somebody playing a young Gandalf. Now, this is where they messed the freak up in the first place. It shouldn't be a young Gandalf anyway. It shouldn't be a young Gandalf at all. And I'm going to tell you guys why. When Gandalf came to Middle-earth in the Third Age, not in the Second Age like this TV series is supposed to take from, he is coming from the Third Age. He comes as an old man. It was never a point where Gandalf came as a young guy. The Valar, these angelic beings, sent him to Middle-earth as an old man because it was a humbling thing. This is the thing about Gandalf that a lot of people may not know about it. Gandalf is not really an old man. That's why when you look at all the years he's lived, he has lived thousands of years, hundreds of years in Middle-earth and never aged. He's always been an old man because he is an angelic being inside of an old man's shell. But these people right here, these people who don't like you and want to change the best lore ever written, they want to bring in Gandalf because it gets you familiarity with the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. It makes people familiar. But you're ruining canon. You're ruining lore. There's no reason for that. There's no reason to have Gandalf in this. This is the beautiful thing about J.R.R. Tolkien. Tolkien made the best characters. He made thousands of dope characters. And not only did he make thousands of dope characters, he made dope characters with detail. These characters are not just bam, a name and then you keep it moving. No, these characters have stories attached to them. And this black elf right here, he's a Silvan Elf. Legolas, whatever you want to pronounce it. That's the same class as elf as this black elf Andonor is supposed to be from. Now the thing about Andonor, he's not accurate. He's only put there to make you angry, to cause divisions, and to make black people happy. But this is the thing about it. I'm a black guy. I'm a fan of the Tolkien series. And to see this guy on the screen is just so sad. And it makes sense that they got rid of Tom Shippey. Tom Shippey is an authoritative person when it comes to Middle-earth lore. He left Amazon because he didn't agree with what they was doing. The Silvan Elf have a description about themselves. They have fair skin. They have long brown hair. Long. You could have made my dude, at least you could have did, even though you break it canon by making him a dark-skinned elf. You could have at least gave my dude that long hair like James Earl Jones from the Conan series. That's the thing about it. They even gave this dude right here long hair. And I think that's supposed to be Celebrimbor. My tongue got tired a little bit when I did that. But I think that's him. I think this him. But even he looks weird. I don't know. This doesn't look like a $1 billion show to me. It looks like just a regular CBS show. I wouldn't even put it on the Game of Thrones level. Game of Thrones had a great quality about itself, but this right here, this is just like a complete joke. So I'm trying to make people understand. And Amazon, if you're watching, I'm trying to make you understand why people are mad. You got enough time in September to get everything right, to get this thing right. Because I'm telling you, a backlash is coming, especially with putting Gandalf in there. Now, if this is not Gandalf and they change whatever, that's cool. But seeing this character have a relationship with hobbits, it was only one character that had a relationship with hobbits that wasn't human, and that was Gandalf. Gandalf had a relationship with hobbits, with elves and dwarves. And this is the thing about it. Elves, dwarves, hobbits, whatever. They didn't intermingle with each other. The emissary that was in between it was Gandalf. So seeing that human hand touch that hobbit hand, that's nobody but Gandalf. And if they put Gandalf in this show, people are going to destroy it fully. You guys let me know what you think about this video. Was I wrong about thinking this is Gandalf? Was I wrong about Galadriel? Was I wrong about anything? You guys let me know. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to hit that notification bell. Because every time you hit that notification bell, it makes me feel oh so good and oh so swell. I'm out of here. Ninja, vanish.